Okay. We have ignition. How you doing, folks? Let's see if I can get this adjusted here. Hey, thank you, each and every one of you. Set this up. I set up. I'm set up. I was looking at again some of the follow-ups on these cases that everybody's following. The Karen Read case. That state trooper, or whatever he is, I believe he's a state trooper, piece of garbage. His name is Proctor. He actively took part in framing up Karen Read. That's what they do. I've been trying to tell you that. That's what cops do. They're all dishonest, every one of them. There ain't an honest one around, not one. So, right now, he's begging. Him and his dirtbag lawyer are trying to get him, Proctor's, job back. How the heck can somebody that sets up another person for life in prison or the death penalty, he set that woman up with charges of being a cop killer? That's Proctor. And he wants his job back? Let me tell you something. If you give him his job back, you deserve it. You deserve every rotten thing he does to anybody. That's on you. You can stop it by making sure that Proctor is never allowed to have a badge or carry a firearm again. All of these guys are nothing. They're shells of a human being without their badge and qualified immunity and their firearms. They're nothing. For them to try and set up a woman like that is exactly what I've been trying to tell you. They'll do it in a hot second. In a hot second. So today I came out here with I'm from Jersey. With the old Proficiency Flash and Ultralight. And the real Abu that I modified. And I'm going to try and see if these snappers are in here. There was a group of people, there is a group of people down there crabbing, and they're having a great time. So let me see if I can cache this without losing everything. So, okay. I usually like to start out a little slower. So we will see. Throat's a little messed up. So the Karen Read case. Who else is there? Yeah, that Karen Read case. That guy, that officer Higgins. He's probably the one that did it. That the cop killed another cop because Higgins is deranged, and everybody knew that. He tried to take over. He did a takeover of a town because he walked into a gun shop and the gun shop didn't hand over everybody's records to him. So he called like a SWAT raid on them. That's what Higgins did. Higgins is a crazy, out of control, lunatic, crazy cop, insane, that has no business with a firearm and no business wearing a badge and no business judging anybody. And he comes off like an idiot. He used to kiss gay something or other. That he's trying to make himself look good. He used to kiss one of the gay guys. Well, listen, in prison, Higgins, you know, your roommates are going to be expecting to get to third base with you. You can kiss them all you want. You'll be doing all the kissing you want in prison. So I had some problems getting the microphone set up for this. It just didn't seem to turn on, and my eyesight is so bad I can't see. In this kind of light and polarized lenses on, I can't see the screen or the device, and it doesn't link up. Again, it's, you know, product from the eastern regions, if you know what I mean. Oh, I love the way that sounds. Okay, I'm just warming up here with the cast. I just opened this reel up, just one more click. And we'll see. Usually if these snappers are in here, they go crazy and grab these little Cashmasters. And this isn't a knockoff Cashmaster. This is a real Cashmaster. Oh yeah, I love the way that sounds. This is 6-pound test, trilene on an ultralight rod. I believe this rod is 7 foot. Just 7 foot ultralight. I always suggest that people start off. When I got this, I didn't know that it was going to be a one piece. I looked at it the way they advertised it. Oh, it's a 6'8" ultralight, fast, action fast. I wouldn't call it a fast action. IM6 graphite, made in the eastern region someplace. The rod is very nice. It's very inexpensive. I did change the bearings in it because I love those ceramic bearings, the way they work, the way they improve a reel's performance. So, a couple people are suspect in that Karen Reed thing. It would be Higgins, and it would be the owner of that property. The owner of the property where the police officer's body was found. The police officer's body was found right outside the window of the cop that owned the house. And he's going to say he was sleeping through all of that? A body being dumped on his lawn? The fire department, police department, ambulance, everybody being out there to respond to a dead cop? And that cop that owned that property, living and sleeping, allegedly sleeping in that building. Right? He didn't notice anything. Tell me that ain't one pig covering for another. So I'm hoping, and again, that's, ridiculous on my part, that Higgins catches the maximum penalty. And I mean maximum. And I hope just like they would do to anybody else that was involved in a cover-up was just as responsible as the person that did the deed. Let's see, all of these cops get special treatment. They're all going to get special treatment. I already gave you my prediction on that. They're going to blame it on the dog. They're going to say the dog was killing the officer, and one of them, because the dog has never been seen after that. So the dog is the one that did it. That's how they're going to say, oh, and in a panic, somehow the officer got killed. That's what they're going to claim. So they're going to claim none of the cops were responsible for that officer's death. They covered it up. They went back. Somehow they got the reflective lens material and spread it on the crime scene. Crazy stuff. But that's the way police think. They're criminals. Cops don't become psychopaths. Psychopaths become cops. So, and if any of you go over to James Freeman's channel, he was just assaulted and arrested by some, again, crazy rogue cops. And this is just costing taxpayer money, You get these bootlickers and, well, who's going to protect us? I ran into one of them jerks down here the last time I was here. And the last video I did, there was a bootlicker behind me. And I had said hello to him as I passed him and struck up a real short conversation with him. And he immediately went into bootlick overload mode. So, crazy how many people condone this criminal behavior by the cops. It's absolutely insanity. That's, what do they call it? The Stockholm Syndrome. If you want to know anything about mental health or something like that, or the lack of mental health in the police department, that's the Stockholm Syndrome. where they start, where the victims start relating to the victimizers. So there's a whole bunch of little bait fish just jumped. I don't know if this camera picked that up. And the breeze is here. You can see these leaflets. So it's, where the hell is it? There it is. It's blowing that a ways. And that really messes with a reel like this, a conventional reel, when the wind is blowing. As a matter of fact, that's why they came up with those digitally controlled Shimano's, and they work nice. That's not the end of everything. That's just, a nice little addition there. So this guy's walking away. I don't know whether he's getting some bait or he's packing it in. I know he had crab nets over there. So, yeah, that nice little thing. It's one of those inflatables. You'd be surprised how much one of those cost. For me, that'd be the perfect little fishing rig. Look at that. One seat, tiny little motor. And you're buzzing around perfectly. That is so cool. I like that. I wouldn't be here. I'd definitely be at a freshwater reservoir if I had that. But there's a 10-horse limit, and that does not look like a 10-horse. It looks like about a 15 or 20. I don't think it's quite a 25, but with engine development today, anything's possible. They could have some kind of crazy boosted motor, the turbocharged motor in there, putting out about 200 horse. When you look at these motorcycles today, too, my God. I'm talking, some of these motorcycles are close to 3. I think I just felt a little bump. Or a jellyfish. Coming through jellyfish feels very strange. The rod kind of loads up a tiny bit, and then it just cuts right through the jellyfish because the lines are so thin. So this, again, seems to be behaving. What do we have? I hear a motor. Sounds like a big helicopter or a dirigible. Wow, can't see it. It's probably advertisement down by the shoreline. Here it is. It's your gray helicopter. I gotta watch my balance. Looking through the lens, not being able to see. I almost wound up in the water there. Whew. And this is uneven. It may look even, but it's uneven. It's lumpy. Yeah, maybe these snappers just aren't here. I'll move down a couple feet, make a couple casts over there, see if they're more towards the channel of this river. Oh boy. Now can I read? James Freeman. James Freeman was released. Like I said, he was violently assaulted and falsely arrested. And that's going to cost the taxpayers. So, and something I really don't care that the taxpayers are paying for it. I honestly don't, because you allow that to happen. So there you go. Stop paying these fools, and these public servants have no idea where their paycheck is coming from. They're public service. They even forgot. They're remarkable, wonderful people. They put their hand on whatever propaganda book they put their hand on and swear an oath to uphold the Constitution. First words out of their mouth is a lie. I do swear. First words out of their mouth is a lie. So that speaks to the nature of these crooked cops, and all of them. In order for there to be bad cops, there can be no good cops. So don't let them BS you. Oh, we're doing this for safety and safety. Nah, that's garbage. If you were doing it for safety, you wouldn't allow these sick psychopaths to be walking around in uniforms and carrying weapons. But that's your brother. What you actually swore is an oath to cover up all of the police crimes. That's what you're doing. And I know. Right here in this stinking crappy town, the Long Branch Police helped a social worker burglarize my home. They helped her. So I know, and listen, I've known about police misconduct for many, 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 many years. So do yourself a favor. Don't talk to the police. Don't. I mean, look at what happened with Karen Reed. She almost got sent up for life or worse because the cops all got a bad attitude. They're rotten, nasty, despicable creatures. All of them. So, that gaping hole in the road up the street, I think they patched that. Again, I was so focused on getting out here and getting a couple casts in. I forgot to look in that little section over there where I cross over, where that big hole in the highway is. So they did look like they were fixing it the other day. There was a whole bunch of wires and stuff not coming out of that hole, but close, very close by, within 100 feet of that, they were pulling wires. Probably something to do with the traffic signals and the police with their cameras monitoring. You don't mind the police taking pictures or everybody else taking pictures of you, but for some reason, and one of these auditors for these constitutional rights people has a camera, everybody loses their marbles? Really? You can't go out. I heard that if you travel any distance from your home, that it's not impossible to pass by 3,000 cameras in a single day. That's a lot of cameras. Nobody minds that, though. I just don't think they're here. I just don't think they're here. And this, again, we'll show you this. This is what I'm using, a little Castmaster. I changed the hook out to a single hook. It's much easier to stick a single hook than it is a treble. And this is actually a titanium leader I made up. I wanted a nice little titanium leader because these things are like piranhas, but they can't bite through the titanium, and that's pretty hard to see, I guess. It's never stopped these fish from hitting before. So I just take a little, being it's only 6 pound test. Take a little extra precautions to make sure they can't bite through it. Because as long as I have this drag set to lower than 4 pounds, like 1 pound, the line will never reach breaking strength. I don't even see anything following this. Let's see if I can cast over that way. That's very shallow right there. Yeah, a little exhausted, didn't get any sleep. the Richard Allen thing with the Delphi case, we're getting more and more people signing in on that, saying that either he's not guilty or he didn't act alone. I believe he didn't get a fair trial is what I believe. And again, they framed Karen Reed up real quick, so... You know, if they find a body laying around someplace, I suggest that they check the police first. That you investigate the police department, seeing if they're getting rid of any grudges, because they are reprehensible beings. They are despicable creatures. For them to lock you up